Good day, everyone. Another ride video, and this time we're going to Bayfront Park, just off the tip of downtown in Sarasota. Thought I'd do a quick tour around the park and show you what it's all about. It's called Bayfront Park, sometimes referred to as Island Park. And I always used to get confused about it just because there's another place out on the bay that's called Island Park on the Key, I thought, or Bayfront Park. Good timing here for the light. We're crossing US 41, which is called Bayfront Drive at this point, and heading into the park. I think this park was completed. The tower we're not going to go under, that you just saw to the left. This was completed back either in the 80s, late 80s, or early 90s. All this brickwork, everything. I think it feels a little dated at this point, but they did a good job of improving the area there, and we've got all the boats here on the right docked, and on the left is the mooring area for boats. And then this little park, Island Park Fitness Walk, I'll pop up a picture here. That little plaque was done by a person named Nancy Matthews back in the 90s, and I do personally know the artist, and I'll have to show you another sculpture she did that still stands. I can't remember the exact cross street, downtown Sarasota. Anyway, there's a lot of people out and about in this park consistently, and it makes it a little tough to ride in the area. We also had the hurricane, so we have some bushes down and trees falling over. This little area here is a playground, and at the base of this, we'll come around the other side of it in a few minutes, and they have a water fountain for the kiddos also. The water fountain tends to be off more often than it's on whenever I visit the park, and it seems like it's been that way since it was installed probably in the mid-90s. Alright, now we're heading back down to the front area, and on the left here, straight in front of us, O'Leary's Tiki Bar and Grill, I believe is what it's called, on the left over here. And really nice place for bar food and a nice atmosphere. And they even have a bike rack here, and somebody that decided to take up the whole bike rack with their parking of their bike. As you can see here, the Bayfront Park mooring field is the sign, and some nice benches along here. I spent quite a few times out here throwing the frisbee with my daughter when she was younger. Coming to this water park right here, the fountain is on the right hand side that I mentioned earlier. And good morning.
Good morning. I love your helmet.
Thank you. That was a little funny interaction with that little girl. I guess she liked my neon green helmet. So I'm going to head over here and take a little bit of a break and give you a view of the bay. Really nice views here, very relaxing place. And the weather was just absolutely gorgeous this first few days of October that I shot this. bit of a view of the bay. I didn't center it quite right. You get a good view of the tree there. These trees are quite old, and I believe these are banyan trees, and they grow, the roots grow above ground and into the ground, but above ground. And now we're going to get off, or get back on the bike. Now I make a little bit of a mistake up here. If I wanted to give you a complete view of the area, and I'll point that out when we get up there.
Got it. Go up. Kind of a pain, but for $100 a month.
I don't really come up to this park to ride the bike much because of the number of pedestrians, and it's a lot of navigation around people. It's not really conducive to the bike riding, but I thought I'd give you a view of the park here.
Come on. Oh, I caught it. That was a great
Just trying to take it real slow behind these people, not to encroach upon them, and then wait till I can spring through. You can see some damage from the hurricane. I know I've mentioned that in a couple of my videos. This was just 4 days. I think this was 4 days after the hurricane, on October 1st or 2nd. I don't remember, but anyway, straight up here, I didn't go around the front part to give you a view of the dolphins, so I'm gonna get a picture of the dolphin statue that's on the corner.
Good morning.
And as you can see, it's not really conducive for cyclists and pedestrians, but nice little park. Really like it. I mentioned that we used to come up here and spend time with the family and my daughter, and we'd have people in town. We'd come up here, and I come up here on a fairly regular basis still, to go to O'Leary's and to walk. This is a great place for walking, of course. So I mentioned before, Sarasota has done a lot of great things to improve the city and the look and feel. One thing that you notice, you see a crane up there. I think that's a building. Behind that building you can see, and the skyline in Sarasota has changed tremendously in the last several years. I don't know if I have good photos from, say, 20 years ago of the skyline itself, but if I can find some. I didn't see any when I was looking for a photo of the statue, but anyway, this was a quick view of the Bayfront Park, and you can see the front sign there that we're going to roll under. Sarasota Bayfront. You know, this actually might have been 92, 93. I actually don't remember, and I was trying to find something online and could not find a specific document that talked about when was this brickwork and the layout completed. When you try to find something on Google related to a area, it's totally ads and people just trying to get you to go to their sites for investments. First one that came up when I searched for Bayfront, Sarasota Bayfront history, was some investment company. So that's what you get. Anyway, we're gonna close out today, do a little bit shorter video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.